Hi, I'm Sammy, and I'm raising money for Auction for a Cause. They are an awesome local nonprofit organization that saves and protects animals that are facing euthanasia, abandonment, or life on the streets as a stray. They have saved hundreds of animals to date. Check out some of these beautiful animals that they have not only rescued, but have found loving homes for. Medical expenses for each animal cost hundreds of dollars and even sometimes thousands of dollars. Auction for a Cause pays for flea, heartworm, and other medical procedures. They also pay for nutritional diets, beds, collars, and leashes. So, as you can imagine, lots of monetary donations are needed. Please consider helping these animals. And if you think you want to be a foster, please contact them at auctionforacause.org. Auction for a Cause also supports 8 other local cat, dog, and wildlife groups within Greenville and the surrounding area. All of the money donated to Auction for a Cause goes straight to the animals. There are no paid employees, only really amazing volunteers. Auction for a Cause also has a group of outstanding young kids who are training to be future fosters. All these kids, including me, are raising money for the Auction for a Cause Gala that will take place on March 7th, 2020. Please consider supporting us in our desire to help these animals. Let's take a look at some of the animals that Auction for a Cause has helped. I know some of these photos might be hard to look at, but sometimes it's important to face the reality of what's happening around us and to see how animal lovers like you can help them. Celeste was found by the Animal Control in Pickens County. Due to extreme neglect, her owners were charged with animal cruelty. She is now thriving and so happy. Tag was purchased as a puppy and tied to the bottom of a trailer for his entire life. A lady saw him and contacted Auction for a Cause. They were able to get his owners to surrender him, and he ended up being adopted by the lady who initially found him. Fiona was purchased as a wedding gift for a couple. They ended up keeping her in a tiny pen for her entire life. A lady asked Auction for a Cause to intervene because it was her son's dog. When they got her, she was infested with fleas and screamed the entire time she was in the car. It had been so many years since she had been touched or out of that tiny enclosure. It took some rehab, but she is very happy and a healthy dog today. Knox was found on the side of the road in Duncan. He was just a puppy, but severely malnourished. He was adopted by a local lady in Greenville and has a great life with her. Luigi was one of 3 Shih Tzus that were surrendered to Auction for a Cause by a lady who was trying to start a breeding facility in her backyard. When Auction for a Cause was called in, there were 2 females and 1 male, an absolutely horrible, disgusting condition. One of the females had just had 5 puppies. 3 puppies were found dead after being eaten by ants in the yard. The other 2 were rescued just in time. Their mother was so completely matted that none of the puppies were able to nurse. All 3 were adopted locally and are very happy and healthy. Nala was found by Auction for a Cause in Whiteville, North Carolina. She was found chained in the freezing rain outside an abandoned gas station. Her owner was the local drug dealer. He allowed Auction for a Cause to pay him for her, and she is now healthy and living with a local guy in Greenville. Little's owner had dementia, and therefore he was very neglected. He was so completely freaked out by the time Auction for a Cause got him that they could not get anywhere near him. After months of living with a fabulous foster, he is happy, healthy, and now adopted. Luke was accidentally found by Auction for a Cause when they received a call about a different animal. They came across Luke and found him chained up in a pouring storm. The owner had died a few years before, and his girlfriend put Luke on a chain with no shelter. Auction for a Cause took him to the vet where he tested positive for heartworm. They got him healthy and on his feet. He has now been adopted by one of the fosters. God had a very special plan for Luke. Zane was found terribly matted in a storm in Easley. You could barely see his eyes. But after a lot of grooming and TLC, he is now well loved and adopted. Oakley was living with a man with mental disabilities. He was caged and starved while the other dog was loved and fed. Auction for a Cause rescued Oakley, and he is now living with an awesome family who spoils him rotten. Please consider supporting Auction for a Cause by donating or fostering. The links are in the description below. Thanks!